December 10th, Human Rights Day. 77 years since the Universal Declaration of Human Rights proclaimed that all human beings are born free and equal in dignity. In Madrid's Moncloa Palace, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez stood beside Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. Behind them, the weight of 2025's horrors. 9 out of 10 homes in Gaza uninhabitable, over 50 million tons of rubble burying an entire society, thousands of families erased from existence. Most leaders would offer diplomatic platitudes, empty condolences, careful language. Not Sánchez. He used the word everyone avoids. Those responsible for this genocide must be held accountable, he declared. On Human Rights Day, Spain chose human rights over political convenience. Here's what happened. Speaking December 10th, 2025, Human Rights Day, marking the anniversary of the Universal Declaration, Sánchez called the timing deeply symbolic. He said human dignity is an unconditional, unique, and non-negotiable value. Then he detailed Gaza's apocalyptic destruction. 2025 has been a terrible year for the Palestinian people. 9 out of 10 homes in Gaza now uninhabitable. Thousands of lives and families destroyed. According to UN estimates, over 50 million tons of rubble bury Gaza, the physical weight of genocide measured in debris. Sánchez said physical reconstruction might be possible eventually, but asked the question no other leader dares. How do we rebuild hope? How do we ensure peace is more than a brief parenthesis between wars? His answer was unequivocal. Those responsible for this genocide must be held accountable. Not alleged genocide, not possible war crimes. Genocide, accountability, justice, full stop. Sánchez didn't let the so-called ceasefire obscure reality. Even today, after the ceasefire declaration, Palestinians in Gaza are still suffering attacks. We need real peace. He demanded the international community raise its voice to ensure Palestinians aren't forgotten, warning the ceasefire must be real, not fictitious, and attacks on civilians must end completely. His 3 priorities revealed Spain's commitment. First, ensuring Gaza's crisis doesn't fade from public consciousness as media moves on. Second, supporting the Palestinian Authority in shaping future governance structures. Third, coordinating with European, Arab, and international partners to establish security conditions that can end violence once and for all. Since October 7, 2023, Spain has been one of Europe's most vocal critics of Israel's genocidal war on Gaza. Over 70,000 Palestinians killed, 90% of homes uninhabitable, 50 million tons of rubble, an incomprehensible mountain of destruction burying entire neighborhoods, schools, hospitals, mosques, memories, futures. Every building in that rubble holds stories. Weddings celebrated, children born, families gathered, lives lived for generations. Now, it's all rubble, crushed concrete mixed with crushed dreams. Sánchez asked how to rebuild hope when everything, physical and psychological, has been systematically destroyed. How do you create lasting peace when trauma runs generations deep, when loss is so total, when justice remains consistently denied? His answer cut through the complexity. Accountability. Without justice, there's no peace. Only temporary ceasefires before the next massacre. Only brief parentheses between genocides. Spain doesn't just talk about Palestinian rights, they act. They recognized Palestinian statehood when others hesitated. Spanish broadcaster RTE boycotted Eurovision over Israel's participation. Spanish ports have seen protests against Israeli tourism. Spanish public opinion overwhelmingly supports Palestine. Sánchez said Spaniards have been genuinely moved by Gaza's devastation and strongly back Palestine recognition. He concluded that Spain and Palestine will always walk hand in hand. Expressing hope Abbas's official visit would strengthen bilateral ties and build solutions within international law's framework. While other European nations equivocate and delay, Spain leads with moral clarity. When a European Prime Minister says genocide on Human Rights Day, it matters. It validates Palestinian testimony. It challenges the propaganda claiming this is mere conflict. It shifts diplomatic discourse. Spain's declaration gives cover to other nations considering similar positions. It empowers civil society demanding accountability. It tells Palestinians, you are seen, your suffering is real, justice will come. Words from power carry weight. On December 10, 2025, Human Rights Day, Spain's Prime Minister used the word genocide and demanded accountability. No diplomatic hedging, no both-sidesism. Moral clarity on the day, celebrating universal human dignity. Share this video. Demand your government follow Spain's example. Support ICC prosecutions. Back accountability mechanisms. Contact representatives. Without justice, peace is temporary. Without accountability, genocide repeats. Without consequences, perpetrators continue. Spain understands what the Universal Declaration of Human Rights means. Human dignity is unconditional, unique, and non-negotiable. Not for some humans, for all humans, including Palestinians. 77 years after declaring human rights universal, Spain chose to mean it.